K6MYC. Let's see who's out here this evening. I'm aimed down south toward KB6RQU. KB6RQU. KB6 Radio Queen United. KB6RQU or perhaps N6SWR on the outside chance that he's going. K6MYC. Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie. Central California Bozo Net 432. Anybody please check in.
Whiskey 6 Pop.
K6 VBG 971.
Okay, lo and behold, I have two checkers. I have 971 and somebody else, but I didn't get the other station. Who's the Whiskey 6? Go ahead.
Whiskey 6 Papa Echo 620.
Yeah, very good. Good evening to you, Mike, and good evening to you, Dave. W6PE 620. We got you. Let me shoot it over to Dave. I don't know if you guys can hear each other. But I think the stream should be running. I'm not sure. It looks like it's up on the screen, so... Even though, yeah, Aaron's home, so he may be running the stream. Everything may be normal here. Anyway, Dave, over to you. K6VBG, Course Gold, K6MYC. Happy Thanksgiving. Are you full?
Yeah, we're full. Well, happy Thanksgiving to you, Mike. You know, we had a few people over for turkey. Deanna's mom and our youngest daughter and two grandchildren. Their mommy and daddy are down at Children's Hospital with another one who has a respiratory problem, a bad cold type respiratory problem, and he's on oxygen. So, but he's like a 1-year-old or a little over 1-year-old.
Okay. And your dad's in the hospital still, I take it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's doing a little bit better today. He's probably going to go to a rehab center for a week or two when they release him.
Yeah, very good. That's a good sign if you come back from rehab. If they send you to rehab, you know, you're not going underneath the turf for a few days anyway. Good deal. Okay. Well, yeah, we had quite a group here. I would say about 25 maybe. and grandkids and great-grandkids, and then quite a few of Matt's wife's relatives, and a couple of, I don't think any strays got in here, but lots of dogs. We've got 9 dogs here. So lots of friendly. My cat's a little freaked out. She was in the shack when I walked in, and she said, "What the hell is going on here? Let me out of here." She wanted to get out. She may be coming back in a little while. I'll have to turn the porch light on so I can see her. But she probably want to get out of here. We have a cat box in here she could use, but she probably wants to go outside. It's really cold, though. It's getting cold very, very quickly. Quite a bit colder tonight than I think I've experienced the last few nights. Anyway, so there you are. Let me get it over to you, Mike, and see how you're doing. I'm pointed south. I'm waiting on the outside chance that we get KB6RQU in here from Lake Isabella, but if he doesn't show up, then we'll come around and aim towards Santa Cruz in just a few minutes. W6 Papa Echo, Oakhurst, K6MYC.
Yeah, K6MYC, W6PE. Yeah, well, I got you.
982, Charlie Echo Fox.
You
Roger.
need to be aiming my way for me to pick you up pretty good, so hoping you can hear me okay. Yeah, there was just the two of us for Thanksgiving here, but we had a nice quiet Thanksgiving and a really good meal, and got really stuffed, of course. And did talk to all the kids and the grandkids over the phone earlier today, so I still got to share a little bit of Thanksgiving with them that way. So that worked out pretty good. So it was nice to have the day off, and I know what you mean. Yeah, it's getting a little cooler. I got about 42 degrees outside here, so yeah, it's getting to be the cool weather. And you know what? The older I get, the less I like hot or cold weather. So I like it to kind of stay around 65 to 75 degrees. If it would stay there all the time, I would be good. But that's okay. It's okay. I can always get in the inside and start up the fire and sit down and enjoy that. So it sounds like you had a pretty big house full there, Mike, and sounds like it was a great Thanksgiving. Back to you, W6PE.
Yeah, and we had a lot of wonderful food. Boy, oh boy, it was good, and the desserts outstanding, and one birthday cake. My son, my youngest son, Kenny, is 61 today. So, or yesterday, one day plus or minus right around Thanksgiving, and I couldn't remember what day it was, but we celebrated his birthday as well. So we had good sweet stuff to burn. I won't have to have any more sweets for at least a day or two here. Very good on yours. Who did you say you spent the time with? Was it your wife, or who was with you today?
Just my wife and I, just the two of us. Yeah. So we had a nice quiet day and fixed some food and stuff and got really stuff. So it was good.
Yeah, very good. Okay, Mike. W6PE, and we also have now Daryl in here, 982. KG6 Charlie Echo Fox. So let me get it up to you, Daryl. And I'm assuming you're roly-poly full of dinner. And we're all fat, dumb, and happy here. KG6 Charlie Echo Fox in the group, K6NYC.
Likewise here. Yeah, we luckily didn't have to go very far. We went down to the landlord's. He just lives below us, so we didn't have to drive very far. But yeah, you're right. I'm stuck.
Yeah, very good. Somebody else underneath you. Who was the other checker? Go ahead, K6MYC Bozo Net. Well, maybe it wasn't anybody. Maybe it was just your radio talking in the background there. So how far did you have to drive to get full?
Down the driveway.
Oh, down to the end of the driveway. Well, that's a tough one.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured, too. We didn't even have to put our seatbelts on. And, yeah,
Yeah, I couldn't even eat dessert. We brought it home with us.
Okay, very good. Well, nice to have you in here. Happy Thanksgiving to all so far. So far, 3 check-ins. 3 more than I thought I would get, but who knows? And you guys in Course Gold and Oakhurst are very special folks up that way. You always check in when everybody else is off doing other stuff. Of course, you've got very little to do in Course Gold if you don't. You can go to the casino, and that's about the only thing that's going on up there. Anyway. Let's see. Let me check and see if there's anybody in the San Joaquin Valley on the downside of us here. K6MYC looking down all the way to Lake Isabella. Hi. And see if we have anybody down there. KB6RQU. Rick, I wonder if you're here. K6MYC in the group. Over. Okay, no such luck. Okay, well, then I'm going to rotate anybody else in the San Joaquin before I rotate toward Santa Cruz. K6MYC. Okay, hearing no one, I'm going to go toward Santa Cruz. Here we go. 150, 160, 170, 180, 190. That should be 200, 210, 220. 230 coming up, 230, 240, 50, 60, and there comes 270. Here's 270. So let's see if KW6S is there. KW6S probably not there, but maybe we'll have Alpha Foxtrot 6 United. I don't think KB6 Whiskey, KW6S is going to be here. I think he's gone today. But let's see, KW6S or Alpha Foxtrot 6 United. Lee, are you here?
Alpha Foxtrot 6 United, yes, Downtown Bozo 1098. I am here tonight.
Yes, you are. Well, good to hear you, 1098. Not real strong, but I don't know whether it's a propagation thing or you may not be just pointed just right, or maybe I'm not just right. Give me a little longer transmission there, Lee, and I'll see if I can squeeze any more signal out of you here. Alpha Foxtrot 6 United, Watsonville area, K6MYC.
K6MYC from AF6 United. Yes, sir. We had a great Thanksgiving with our son's in-laws. They're great people. We get along together very well, and had a great chance to visit with the granddaughter and all of the rest of the folks, and had a great time tonight. So hope everybody out there had a great Thanksgiving, and I think I heard you say last night that you had a whole house full of people. So I hope everything is going well there, and you're having a great time too. So I hope that's plenty of chatter on this end, and I'm really digging for it. So there you go. K6MYC, AF6 United.
Okay, very good. And you're doing well over here. I picked it up a little bit. I got a little more signal out of you there. Very good, Lee. Well, we've got about, I think I'm guessing 25. I didn't make an exact count. I can't see good enough to count anymore, but when all is said and done, I'll ask my son how many people were here. But everybody got a big full dinner, nice and warm, good chatter, lots of football games going on. Football games going on all day, of course. We had them on in the background. If you wanted to watch football, you could. There weren't too many people here that were stuck to the screen by any means, and a lot of people are out. We had a pretty nice day, temperatures in the high 50s and low 60s probably, and riding around on ATVs, motorcycles, and whatever, as we have about 2,500 acres here that can be ridden pretty easily in this area. So that was going on along with other things. And we all had a big dinner. So there you go, Lee. Won't keep you. Thanks very much for saying hello. And we'll move on into the Bay Area where I'll be surprised if we get more than one or two out of the Bay Area. They're usually off doing other things on these kind of holidays. Alpha Foxtrot 6 United near Watsonville, K6MYC, over.
All right, well, I'll say 7-3 and happy Thanksgiving to everybody with any ability to hear my voice right now. And so 7-3, everybody. K6MYC from AF6U. Good night.
Okay, good night, Lee. Thank you very much for coming in. I appreciate your check-in here. Alpha Foxtrot 6 United. Anybody down south in Visalia or Clovis or anywhere else that didn't get here at the beginning, check in now, please. We've got Coarsegold in here. We've got Oakhurst and Watsonville represented and Friant. Who else do we have? K6MYC, Bozo Net.
Whiskey Bravo 6,
Okay, very, very light and up and down. I heard Whiskey Bravo 6, but I didn't get the rest of it. So if I can get a little bit more, just keep calling, and I'll see if I can find you with the antenna. Whiskey Bravo 6, go again, K6MYC.
Whiskey November India. I was going to keep it short, Mike. We're still eating, but anyway, Whiskey Bravo 6, Whiskey November India, 1090. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving, and we're going to actually go back to the table. K6MYC, WB679.
Well, thank you for checking in here, Gary. I was just off to the side of you, and it was very sharp. I popped up on you, and there you were, big time. I just was about 2 degrees short of where you were readable. Good signal now. And good evening to you, WB6WNI 1090, K6MYC. Very good. Well, listen, don't let me keep you from the table, for heaven's sake. We finished, I guess, maybe about 45 minutes ago. Had a huge amount of dessert and birthday celebration and birthday cake. And then I went and sat by the fire and, lo and behold, fell asleep. Woke up, I think I have this time frame programmed into my brain. I woke up at 25 minutes after 7. So there you go. 7-3, Gary. Thank you very much for the quick check-in. Good to hear you. Happy Thanksgiving. Sounds like you're having a good one there. And keep it under control tonight. Hi. WB6WNI, Clovis, San Jose Campbell, K6MYC. Good evening.
Good evening, Mike, and 73.
7-3. Now, who else do we have? KD6SOK. How about you, Fred? Don't hear Fred in here. Let me go a little further north, bumping a little bit at a time. KB6BA. AF6 United already checked in. AB6SR. But you stay on AB6SR, K6MYC. K6KLY up there in Belmont. How about you, Russ? WA6AXX. Have you turned your radios on lately? K6MYC.
Well, it's pretty weak in here. You might need to move your antenna just a little bit further north from my side. I'm not able to hear you. I'm not able to copy the Q5 anyway. K6MYC, W6PQL.
Okay, I just came up on you. Boy, the path is very defined tonight. There's no mushing. If I'm not pointed at you, I don't hear you. W6PQL. Good evening, Jim. Great to have you in here for a few minutes. Happy Thanksgiving, and hope you had a good one there. W6 Papa Queen London. Hopefully you copy me okay. K6MYC, over.
Yeah, you're good copy now, Mike. Your S9 sometimes a little bit over that, so I guess whatever path this is, it's working pretty good. Yeah, we had about, I guess, 7 of us got together for Thanksgiving dinner today. It was a pretty small group. A couple of the folks had some injuries they were nursing and had to stay home. My son has a bad back and has had for about a week, so he was not able to make it. And the wife wasn't feeling well, so she stayed home too. But those of us that were left, we got together and had a good time. And I heard your comments on your own situation there. Sounded like you had a pretty good group. K6MYC, W6PQL.
Yes, we did. We have a good group here. Great grandkids. Let's see, just 3 great grandkids. All the other great grandkids went to the other side of the family. Matt's ex-wife and the mother of 2 or 3 of the of Matt's kids was over there. Went to her place, and so we did have one guest from Tennessee. That's my grandson Ryan, who was born over there to my son Kenny and his wife Kathy. And Ryan has been working in air conditioning and refrigeration repair back there in Tennessee, and likes it a lot. We haven't gotten too much into the territory with him, but he did tell me quite a bit about work he was doing and so on. So that was good. Otherwise, most everybody was from pretty localized area, not further away than San Francisco. Hi. Granddaughter and her husband from San Francisco came down. She's suffering a little cold. Everybody else is in pretty good shape. She's got a little snuffy nose, but no big deal. All right, Jim, thanks much for checking in here quickly. Nice to hear you. And again, I'm glad you had a good, small, but nice Thanksgiving there with those who could make it. Hi. W6PQL in Fremont, K6MYC Bozo Net, looking for any other check-ins in the Bay Area. Okay, 7-3, Jim.
Okay, we'll see you, let's see, next time will probably be Monday. Bye-bye.
Oh, you'll be gone Sunday. Okay, we'll see you Monday on 220. Thanks much. 7-3, have a good, safe weekend there. W6PQL, K6MYC, clear, and QRZ. Anybody else?
Well, I forgot about Monday. I mean Sunday. I guess I'll be there too.
Oh, Sunday, okay. Sunday might happen. We expect Sunday to come just before Monday, as it usually does. I don't think it'll be tangled up this year. Thanks, Jeff. Okay, I don't hear Mike in here. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. Mike, are you within earshot here? KB6 WFC, over. Nothing heard. Okay. Let me go on up to Oakley. Here we are toward Oakley. That should be pretty close to you there, Ken. N6RO, N6 Radio Oakley, K6MYC. How are you?
Howdy do. K6MYC, N6RO, Bozo 835. High temperature 56. Dinner was a Costco complete turkey dinner. I didn't know how I got it home delivered, so I didn't look at it like I would in the store. It turned out to be a 5-pound turkey breast, uncooked. I thought it was going to be a cooked one, so I had to fire up the oven and cooked it in about an hour and a half, and it was good. I had some stress the last couple of days because I couldn't find my wallet, and I thought I'd left it at the grocery store or fell out of my pocket somewhere. But my tenant's little daughter, who had been here on Tuesday when it disappeared, looked around and she found it. I spent 2 days looking for the damn thing in every place that it was not. So I need a 6-year-old all the time to keep me straight. Over.
Where did she find it that you couldn't find it, old man?
It was underneath a wooden chair which is right next to a couch, and it was halfway under the couch. I just didn't look. I looked under there, but not far enough.
Well, I'll be darned. Well, I'm glad you had a 6-year-old to find that. That's wonderful. Is that a great-grandkid?
No, it's my tenant's daughter. Cute little girl, very smart. She's become the interpreter because Nahum, he does okay, but and a lot of stuff he needs translation.
Yeah, okay. Very good. He's the guy that works, he's your repair guy or works in the yard, or does he own the property next to you, or what?
He's renting my rent house, and he is a handyman. In fact, he did a minor job for me today, straightening out one of the trays in a dishwasher, which had dropped apart. And 2 days ago, he installed a new faucet in the master bedroom. He's done a lot of repairs for me, and it's part of we're a family here. I'm a make-believe great-grandfather for this 6-year-old.
Yeah, okay, wonderful. That's working out super then, super deal. Yeah, amazing. I got a 4-year-old here. I sat next to a 4-year-old today. She sounded like a 6-year-old. She said, sitting next to me eating turkey dinner, and she says, "I'm 4 years old. Papa Mick, I'm 4 years old. I'm 4 years old." I thought she was 6. She's lively and energetic and acrobatic and very bright. That's granddaughter Mary from my great-granddaughter Mary from my grandson Kenny, K6KJS, who he and his wife and 2 other kids, Nicholas and Kenny Jr., came down in their camper. He's the one that lives up in Idaho, up in Athol, Idaho, near Spokane there. Anyway, he came down with his camper, and they're self-contained here, having a ball with their new dog. Before they came down, their old dog, Kona, which was a Queensland Heeler, looked like she was pregnant about 3 weeks ago, and they were concerned that she was going to give pups just about the time they were about to leave, and she acted a little bit strange. They took her to the vet, and it turned out she had very aggressive cancer and died a few days later, so they'd already acquired a new dog by that time, another little Queensland, so he's here taking her place, but we all miss Kona. Anyway, enough of that, Ken. 7-3, we'll see you on Sunday night, I hope, after the contest. Although hopefully your hand will be in shape. I think it's a CW contest, so you'll probably be pounding the key on 80 meters, I guess. Good evening for now. We had a catastrophe here. The last one in a series of disasters that occurred when we had all this funny voltage floating around in the house. We lost the oven. The oven in the kitchen was gone when we went to turn it on. We don't use it very often, so I hadn't missed it. We found all the other things, like the furnace that wasn't heating, and the dryer that wasn't drying clothes, and all that stuff, and the bed that wasn't going up and down to tilt the Sleep Number bed to the right shape and stuff. But all that stuff we found, but this one we hadn't found. So it was quite a surprise, but dinner still worked around it. Matt was able to massage and get everything cooked and done without the oven, so that worked out wonderfully. So there you go. But we would have been in trouble. You would have been in trouble if your oven didn't work. Hi. 7-3, Ken, N6RO, K6MYC.
Yeah, okay, good on all. It's the first time I've used this oven in 3 or 4 years. I normally use a microwave, a George Foreman, or a hot air cooker. But this thing was too big to put in anything else except the oven. So, and it worked out. And I've got enough turkey to feed my whole team this weekend and feed me for a week. Not only did I buy this oversized turkey breast, but my tenant who's his wife's a great cook. They brought me a complete Mexican-style turkey dinner that I'm going to eat somewhere. I got it in the fridge. So, anyway, oh, by the way, I got three estimates on replacing my water heater, and I'll make a decision when I get a little more info. So soon I'm going to be able to enjoy my walk-in tub, K6MYC and 6RO.
Yeah, the 4700 and there's two 7,000 ones. Holy cow! Well, it may have something to do with the brand of the heater. Anyway, good luck with that, and fine on the rest of the of your TV of your Thanksgiving dinner being supplied by your talent there and his wife. Wonderful. Sounds good. We have something to be thankful for, don't we? 7-3 Ken, we'll see you Sunday. N6RO, K6MYC.
Yeah, it was a good day overall, so I'm giving thanks. And I sent some money to Craig and Meredith, the guitar pickers, and they're probably going to play some requests for me tonight at 8 o'clock. Anyway, see you on Sunday. My brain may not be here, but I'll probably be on the air in 6RO.
I hear you. Alrighty. Take care. And 6RO, okay, 6MYC, still pointing up the Sacramento Valley, San Joaquin Valley. How about KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima? Are you here? You thought you might not make it. Are you here, John?
Kilo Oscar 6, India, Quebec, Romeo.
Okay, 06 IQR. Good evening, Mario. Good to hear you. Big, strong signal here on 432. 1189 KO6QR. Go ahead. IQR, go ahead.
Well, hopefully you had a good time with your family there. It sounds like you got quite the family. A lot of kids, a lot of grandkids, and great grandkids even. It's amazing. I spent most of my day here. Just me and my wife. We cooked a little bit. I did just a little prime rib, enough for both of us, and some leftovers, and spent most of the day on the radio. Put the Delta loop up and was on 10 meters and did a lot of contacts. And a lot of South America. The path of South America was wide open. Patagonia, Chile, Tierra del Fuego, all the way into Buenos Aires. Pretty good time, even Japan. So yeah, had a good day, mellow, good food, and my wife is crashed out, and so I got to get the rest of the evening to myself.
Okay. It sounds like you're not far behind there. Very good. Fine on the activity on the band. I had 6 meters playing all day, but I didn't hear anything. Of course, I wasn't in the shack very much. We were in the other room, either by the fire. I kept the fire going all day because we have a big crowd and the doors are open. And not that it's that cold, but I kept it fired going, and quite a few people came up and got a little warmed up from being outside a little bit, so that was good. Overall, a wonderful day. Very relaxing. I did not get on the radio. Nobody was there this morning on my normally 40-meter group. Nobody was there, so, and that doesn't surprise me. Everybody had places to go and people to see and whatever. Glad you had a good time there and made the best of it. You sure did. Thank you again for being here, and I did speak to my son and urged him to try to get over and meet up with you there before you get away. He says, boy, am I busy, though. I'm going to try, but I don't know. 7-3, Mario. Pleasure having you, as always. KO6IQR, K6MYC for your final.
Yeah, like I said, hopefully he's got 3 weeks now. The countdown is, it's ticking. 3 weeks. It's not a big deal. I mean, that building's going to be down before you know it anyway, so, yeah, pleasure to talk to you once again, Mike. Have a great rest of your evening. K6MYC, KO6IQR. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Mario. 7-3, and best to your wife as well there in the background. Crashed. After all that cooking and stuff. Hi. Take care. And we'll see you Sunday night, I hope. KO6IQR, K6MYC, clear. Anybody else in the Sacramento, San Joaquin Valley before I go into Sacramento? hear somebody in there say, hey, Mike, go ahead. Might have been coming from room the other. Noise coming down the hallway is not usual because we usually have nobody down the hallway in the other room, but the house is full. Luckily, I'm about 50 feet away from where all the activity and the voices are. Hi, hi. Okay, I'm going to go to Sacramento. Here we go. Let's try for KJ6 Kilo Foxtrot Bravo. KJ6 KFB. I wonder if you're there tonight, Darren.
No, I guess you didn't hear me first, second, and third try. Good evening, Mike. K6NYC, KJ6 KFB.
Yeah, well, I hear you. That I gotta have to turn the blanker on here. When I point toward you, boy, we get Beale Air Force Base is popping away at me here. So they're popping and snapping, but good to hear you. Happy Thanksgiving Day. Hopefully you had a good one there. KJ6 KFB, K6MYC.
Indeed, this is one of the more quiet ones. So it was the wife, the kid, and myself. So no fancy to do, just hanging out, having a nice quiet day. I hope yours went as peaceful. And with that, happy Thanksgiving, Kate.
Give me more chatter. I pushed the wrong button. Do I still have you here? Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, you're right there. Did you catch my last QSO?
Yes, I got it.
Okay. No, I'm still here. You're still making it.
Okay, well, I was trying to push the noise blanker button, but I can't seem to get my finger on the right button here. Leave it alone. Anyway, good evening, and I'm glad you made it. Glad you made it there, but you're not as strong as normal. But that's probably my fault here. Maybe I have to move the antenna a little bit more. Anyway, good evening to you, Darren, and make a final transmission, if you would, and I'll tweak the antenna a little bit more here. KJ6KFB, happy Thanksgiving, K6MYC.
Oh, yeah, you're in there pretty solid at this point. Maybe you can find a little bit hotter spot, but solid signal up here at the moment.
I got you now. I was just on the edge, and I was between that and Beale, and I was missing a word or two here and there, but we got you now. Okay, solid copy. Good evening to you. Thank you very much for calling in and remembering the net time here this evening. I'm doing better than I expected here. Hi. Take care, Darren, and we'll see you Sunday, hopefully.
I hope so, too, but you never can tell. I've been taking the wife to work often, so, and, well, what can I say? The job cut me, so I'm loose and having to take her all over the place now.
I hear you. Well, no worries. We'll check you in if you're here. I'm more interested in hearing you on Tuesday than I am on Sunday, but that's neither here nor there. 7-3 Darren, good evening to you, and I'm glad you had a good day. KJ6KFB, K6MYC with a house full of company.
WB6ISO.
Yeah, good evening, Dennis. Good to hear you. Take it, Dennis.
Yeah, pleasant good evening. Hello there, Darren. Notice the signals are up and down. You were 5.9 and then faded down to about S3, then back up to S7. So the band conditions are up and down a wee bit, but overall, copying just fine. A very pleasant good evening to you, and hope you had a nice Thanksgiving. Over.
Yeah, we did. And do you have any other check-ins or just yourself tonight?
Just me, myself, and I. And how's the signal doing tonight? Over.
Oh, it's much better. Best I've heard you since you did your repair, so all that stuff must have been just band conditions the last 2 weeks here, Dennis. No, you sound pretty good tonight. A little popping and snapping from Beale, but overall doing quite good. Darren, when I finally got on him, was a little stronger than you are, and that's still baffling to me, but maybe more of a location situation than anything on your... You might just have the 432 antennas at a height that is not perfect for this path. Anyway, otherwise, doing a good job, and hope you had a good Thanksgiving. We've got a house full here. They're still all here. Probably will be till 8 or 9, and then it'll start to quiet down here. Good night for now, Dennis. The WB6ISOK6MYC.
Creeping over almost a 10 over. So the band conditions are up and down, but overall doing pretty good. So anyway, I'll get out of the way. I know there's other people probably want to check in. Pleasant evening to you. We'll look for you on, what is it? Oh, Wednesday, I guess, or whatever. WB6ISO, Bozo 86.
Well, we'll see you Sunday night if you're there. Normally you're there on Sunday night. Okay, I did hear another voice in there. Who was the other break-in? Go ahead. Somebody in there with Dennis said something, but maybe that was you, Darren.
Yeah, I was just saying, you doubled up.
Good evening, Darren.
Good evening, Dennis.
You're sounding mighty fine over here, buddy, like always.
Well, nothing changes. Well, I better say good.
Yeah, it's just conditions, you know. It's just weird. Sometimes he's up, down, but overall tonight, not too shabby. Anyway, good evening to you, man. Hello, Bill, KO6KD, if you're listening.
Yeah, hi, Dennis.
Hello there, Bill. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, just getting by. Another holiday spent alone.
I did the same thing. Don't feel like a lonely soldier. Me, myself, and I. But I had one other problem I bet you didn't have. They decided they're going to take a tree out here next door and had that damn chainsaws going in that big chipper all day. How about that one?
Oh, I bet that was fun to listen to all day.
All day. I couldn't even take a nap if I wanted to. Yeah, why do people do that on a Thanksgiving? I don't know. Anyway, good evening to you. Let me get out of the way. Thank you, there, Mike. Take care. Have a pleasant evening. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Dennis, and good evening to you, Bill. Good evening, good night to you, Darren. KO6KD, K6MYC. Nothing heard this morning on 40. Everybody took hiatus, over.
I guess so. I showed up a little bit late, which is typical for me, and sat there and kept dozing off in front of the radio listening to nothing but static for till after 9 o'clock. Now, I don't know. I didn't hear anybody call out. I didn't hear a thing. But, that's unfortunate. So much of the time, we'll do that. I'm guilty of that, as I just said. I go out and I listen, and I say, well, there's nobody here. Yeah, well, I didn't say anything either, so then there's probably somebody else out there thinking, oh, there ain't nobody here. Well, they didn't say anything either. So, at any rate, I was there, but I never heard anybody. And apparently nobody's hearing me right now either.
Yeah, I'm trying to turn the noise blank around here. That Beal is just popping me. Terrible. Really got you in the doldrums there. Anyway, hopefully you had a good day, relaxing, and I wonder if you did anything on the bands here, and any check on the sun condition. Hang on a second. Judy just walked in. Do you have anything for me?
Yeah. I got a kiss for you.
Oh, okay.
And hi to Bill.
And hi to Bill and a kiss for me. Okay. You can get a chair if you want.
Oh, no, I got to go outside.
Okay. All right. Anyway, back to you, Bill. We had a real good Sunday here with about 25 people, and I think most of them are still here. A few of them are starting to leave, I guess, that have to drive back into the South Fresno area. KO6KD, K6MYC.
Yeah, that's typical. I got to sit by here and watch some other guy get all the sugar, and I don't get so much of the handshake. It's always the way it is. That's the way my life is. Anyway, I give my best to Judy, and I hope you folks. It sounds like you had a large contingency there, and I hope you all had a very nice holiday. Very happy Thanksgiving to you. As far as the band conditions, they're real poor, and does not look like they're going to get much better. But perhaps we can talk about it tomorrow and see how things are. I fully expect to be there in the morning. So anyway, I'll again wish you a happy Thanksgiving and anybody else that's listening on the stream. And I'll hopefully catch you tomorrow. K6
KO6KD checking in and checking back out.
Okay, fine, Bill. Well, I was there this morning, and I had the receiver on, and I was a little late. I took a shower, so I didn't get in the shack till about 8:15. But I was there, turned on and listening, and I made quite a few long broadcasts. I tried to make a broadcast, a call for a minute or so, or better part. I gave everybody's call in the group and so on. So I was on, but I just didn't have anybody to keep it going. But again, we might not have had very good propagation between you and I, since there wasn't anybody else to test. We don't know. You might not have heard me because of propagation more than anything else. Anyway, we'll look forward to seeing you in the morning. I'll try to be there closer to 8 o'clock. 7-3, Bill, thank you for checking in here on Thanksgiving evening. KO6KD, K6MYC, going up and see if John is there.
K6MYC, KR6MR, Bozo 759.
Yeah, good signal, 759, solid signal, and a little stronger than Bill, so you're keeping Bill out of my eardrums here. Hopefully you had a good Thanksgiving day. We're still winding down here with people coming and going. I think a few people have left, but for the most part, everybody's still here. And we had a contingency that's sleeping over here, so most of my guests stayed and will be staying overnight and perhaps another day or so yet. We expect to have our other grandson coming in Saturday. He had to, he didn't have to, but it was choice to do Thanksgiving with his mother, Matt's ex-wife, and his mother, and all the kids, I think, went to that over there in the Bay Area today, and then some of them will come over here over the weekend here. So we'll try to see everybody before it's all over. Hi. KR6MR, Meadow Vista, K6MYC.
Yeah, okay, sounds like you had a fantastic Thanksgiving. Just me and the wife, we had a nice, quiet little luncheon with baby back ribs and some sides, and that was about it. And then she went up to take a nap, and she's still napping. Hi.
Okay, yeah, it seems like the women worked pretty hard for this one. I was talking to Mario's wife. She came up to visit him from the LA area where they live, and they did some cooking, and he played ham radio all day, he said, and but his wife is sacked out at this point this evening as well. So the women worked hard, but now they're making up for it by sleeping a little bit. Okay. Well, good to hear you. I don't know whether we'll have anything from Redding, but I'm going to make a call for Redding here and listen for CW heavily. Rich said he would try to listen. I did talk to a friend of mine in Redding today, and he said it was really fogged in. He couldn't see he has a house that's on a hillside, and he couldn't see the driveway down below him, so it was so fogged in it was terrible. I guess that's the way it's been pretty much all over California, but we did have some sun here. Sun broke through about noon, and we had it all the way till sundown. The sun stayed out, and a little hazy, but pretty much sunlight until the sun went behind the hill here. Back to you, John, KR6MR, K6MYC.
Yeah, okay, Mike. We're just above the regular fog and stuff, so we had a nice sunny day all day today. Nice and quiet. Took it easy. So I did the ribs. Mama didn't do anything. She just ate them. And then she got happy and took a nap. So we're good.
Yeah, very good. Well, it's the same as turkey. Ribs and turkey have them endorphins in them, and that puts you right out. All right. Take care. We'll see you on Sunday, hopefully, and have a good rest of a few days here between now and Sunday. Take care, John. Thanks for checking in here tonight on 432. Well, I'm getting a lot more check-ins than I really expected. Aye. KR6MR, Meadow Vista, K6MYC is clear, and looking up toward Redding. Give me some CW if you're copying anything there, Rich. KD6 Sugar Whiskey, K6 MYC, over. Nope, not hearing anything there. Anybody else in the Sacramento area before we go to Nevada? This is K6 MYC, standing by. Okay, nothing heard. Here we are toward Nevada. Let's see, I think we'll try for you, Richard. KD6BQ. KD6BQ in Moselle Valley. K6MYC, over. KD6BQ, KD6BQ, K6MYC, over. KD6BQ or N7 Victor Alpha Zulu, K6MYC, calling and listening. KD6BQ, KD6BQ or N7 Victor Alpha Zulu, or by chance N7 Whiskey Tango, K6MYC. Roger, Richard. I've got you a very weak CW tonight, so the 8 watts is getting through, but not bodacious. But we got the 249. Thank you very much, Richard. KD6BQ, K6MYC, over. Okay, lots of QSB. I heard you again. Hopefully you're hearing me. I heard you again, Richard, so we've got you checked in. We have you checked in. Thank you very much for 249. Good luck. Happy Thanksgiving evening to you, Richard, if you're copying. 73, and we'll see you on Sunday. We'll see you on Sunday night, 73. KD6BQ, K6MYC, 73. Richard, 73. I did not hear anything that time, so it's very poor conditions in your direction tonight. 73, KD6BQ, K6MYC. 73, Richard. Happy Thanksgiving. Bye-bye. Okay, I think I'll pass back through the Bay Area and stop there for late checks and missed, and we'll call it a night here. It's pretty much toward Sacramento and Redding. Let's try Redding one more time. KD6SW, KD6 Sugar Whiskey, K6MYC, over. KD6SW, KD6 Sugar Whiskey, KD6SW, K6MYC, calling and listening, over. would think that fog should have let his signal come down here like gangbusters, but it's not working. All right, back to the Bay Area. Here we go. Back to the Bay Area. There's coming up into the Bay Area now. North Bay. Let's see what that brings us. KD6BQ, KD6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, I should say. KB6WFC. Any signal there for you, Mike? Over. Bay Area, Bozo Net, 1290, 432, I should say. K6MYC standing by. Late checks and missed. Bay Area, K6MYC, Bozo Net. Bay Area, late checks and missed. Right into the middle of the Bay Area, K6MYC, Bozo Net. K6MYC, late checks and missed. Anybody? Okay, one more try for Santa Cruz, and we'll call it a night here. There's Santa Cruz. I hear somebody kicking the mic. Try it again.
K6MI 711.
K6MI. Well, good evening, John. Hopefully you had a good turkey day down there. Over.
I sure did. As our daughters and grandkids, and just got back home, and full of everything.
Full of everything. Okay. Yeah, we are full also. I don't know how I'm able to stay on the chair here. I ate so much a wonderful dinner, all kinds of different assorted foods, along with the turkey, of course. And then a wonderful set of desserts. I had 4 different kinds of desserts. I had Jello, cranberry Jello pudding, and then some kind of special chocolate cream stuff, and a piece of apple pie, and a big piece of chocolate birthday cake. So we're done, buddy.
Oh, yeah, it's pumpkin pie and, well, everything else. It was great, and the kids were great, and okay, I'm back in the shack now. K6MI.
Thank you for checking in, John. Thanks for remembering. We got quite a list here. I think I'm pushing toward 20. I don't think I've quite got 20, but not bad for a Thanksgiving evening. Didn't expect half that many. Thanks, John. Hopefully you have a good weekend, the rest of it, and it won't be too cold. Did it ever clear up? Did you ever get any sun down there at your place?
Tiny bit, very little bit in the afternoon, and that was great. Looking forward to some more coming up.
Yeah, we're looking forward to more of it as well. Hopefully this fog will go away. It'll make it at least feel a little warmer, even though it may not be any warmer. Thanks, John. Appreciate your check-in here. And I should check in K6USY. I'm not sure why he isn't here. He's home, but he may be tied up with other... Oh, I think he's off to his daughter's place or something, so he's not home. So he probably can't check in verbally. But I'm going to put K6USY down as a check-in as well, because he's got the stream up and running, and clearly that's as much taken a part of the net as anything. Good night, John. Thank you again. K6 Mexico, Italy, K6MYC.
73, K6MI.
All right. And Aaron, if you're listing 73s, I think we're done with the net here. I did start out toward the south, and I don't see any reason to go back down that way. We got nobody, no Visalia, and no Lake Isabella, and nobody actually. I did talk to Kerry on the phone, KE5DTU. He's okay. He's just been muddy. The trail to the place where his shack is has been very muddy, and he's using that as an excuse why he hasn't been checking in. Maybe next week when he dries out a little bit more. 7-3 all, good evening. This is K6MYC and Delta Mike 07 Delta Bravo, Bozo 47, closing the 432 Bozo Net on, I guess, 11:27. 11/27 Turkey Day here in 2025. Good night, all.